Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Where We Are. Today, we are joined by someone who proves that home isn't always a place. Sometimes it's something you build. Please welcome Miss Kshitija Karmarkar.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, take us back to the day you landed in the United States. What was going through your mind and what surprised you the most?
Oh my God. So that's like 10 years of flashback. But so abhi August mein 10 saal ho jayenge. So I came here for my master's in landscape architecture at Dun Architecture in Pune. And like from KG till bachelor's, I had मतलब school, college सब 2 या 3 किलोमीटर के radius में था. So I hadn't moved out from my house. I was like in my own bubble. Cut to 2016, and I traveled across the globe for this. So first of all, it was a cultural shock. थोड़ा बहुत freedom भी था, लेकिन more of a cultural shock. And I think uh, the first thing I realized was I came from Pune in August, so it was raining then. और यहाँ आके it was 120 or 115 something degree Fahrenheit when I landed in Houston. So that was a shock. ये क्या कर रहे हैं? And then for me, in my master's program, we were just 15 of us in landscape architecture. और मेरी क्लास में सिर्फ एक इंडियन लड़की थी. All the rest 14 of them or 13 of them were Asians. And they were used to मतलब उनको जब अंग्रेजी सिखाते हैं like for TOEFL और GRE, तो उनको फ्रेंड्स दिखा के सिखाते हैं. मतलब in their tuitions they are shown episodes of Friends, so their baseline of English vocabulary, grammar, accent is all American. Or they were 13 and we were 2 and we were speaking in अपना Indian English accent. और उनको कुछ समझता ही नहीं था. They tried maybe for a week or so कि इनकी बातें समझने के try करे, लेकिन they just couldn't. So they used to like, what is your accent? And we were kind of borderline shame for our Indian accent. So to try to fit in, we had to, try and speak that American accent. अभी उस time तो नहीं जानता था, लेकिन 10 years में we had no other option but to pick it up. So I think that was something like when I'm talking to you, I don't get that accent. But जब कोई American सामने आ जाता है, दोस्त या फिर colleague at work, you just have to switch, I think. And it's something that I had to do to try to fit in. Yeah, that was the most.
Makes sense, right? So,
Yeah.
people often dream about moving abroad. What is one reality that nobody prepares you for?
घर का काम. मतलब we are not used to uh, doing anything. Like, I'm not saying everybody is pampered, but it's just that our system, our thinking is inbuilt of having house help in the house. Like, किसी भी चीज के लिए help होती है. We don't rely completely on them. We are like self-independent and all. But the extent to which you have to do things here on your own, and it's not just me. सब लोग जो आते हैं उनको करना ही पड़ता है because the labor is like it's not cheap. तो $200 प्लम्बिंग के लिए डालने से अच्छा है यार मैं ही कर लेती हूँ, ऐसा है.
Right.
तो आई थिंक दैट्स मतलब जीआरई और ये सब क्लासेस में ये नहीं बताते हैं. सब सिखाते हैं लेकिन लाइफ स्किल्स नहीं सिखाते. दैट्स समथिंग यू हैव टू लर्न ऑन योर ओन.
Many people slowly disconnect from their culture when they move abroad. आपके लिए अपनी मराठी आइडेंटिटी एंड कल्चर इतना इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों था प्रिजर्व करना?
सो डिस्कनेक्ट तो मेरा बिल्कुल नहीं हुआ है. आई थिंक इन द लास्ट 10 years इट हैज grown in the sense ki the intensity has grown. When you are away from something for a longer time, you value that thing more. uh, तो मतलब even when I was a student in Texas, I think पहले ही साल में the most thing that any Punekar misses is Ganpati. Right, so मेरा ऐसा मतलब मेरी रूममेट भी बम्बई से थी and we were like, yeah, we are missing this phase abhi, because we came in August. On September में गणपति थे, तो we were like नहीं कुछ तो करना चाहिए. तो we had one of our friends brother living in Houston. We asked him to source a choti si Ganesh ji ki murti. We brought it home and we were like, let's celebrate Ganpati festival at home. And at that time, like that day, there was so many Punekars and Indian or Maharashtrian people who were missing this festive vibe. So by word of mouth ये पास होते गया कि अरे क्षितिजा और इसके फ्रेंड के घर गणपति है एंड लेट्स गो और दर्शन लेके आते हैं. तो वी वर इन अ 1-2 bedroom rental apartment and by the like शाम की आरती तक there were 80 people who came to our house. Matlab students, 80 students who came to our house, and I was like, this is something that connects us together or binds us together. And matlab our grandparents used to say that, or even when we learnt about Ganesh festivals, like Lokmanya Tilak started it to get people together. I mean, that's very, very deep thinking, but the intent of starting festivals is in India is still very prominent, and you realize that once you're out of India because you're not closer to the origin. Yeah, I think that's.
So when 80 people came to your home, did you then realize कि community building आपका strength है?
I did not realize it. मतलब ऐसे ये term ऐसे ध्यान में नहीं आया मेरे. I did not realize I could call it my strength, but I think it just kept on growing in me. Like I liked the fact that either student community or Maharashtrian or Indian communities getting together over something. It need not be festivals or religious things. Getting over something like सिर्फ आज शाम को चाय पीने के लिए मिलते हैं ऐसे करके. लेकिन I think it grew over time. Yeah, it just kept on growing, and until recently that I realized it's something that I love aside from my work.
Right. You have lived in almost 4 different US states. What has remained constant despite changing cities and lifestyles?
Has remained constant. Oh my God. Constant, I think, just liking it here in the US, wherever, whichever state you go. So, कुछ लोग होते हैं जिनका fascination होता है यार US जाना है and we want to live that lifestyle. And then when they come here, they don't settle, homesick हो जाते हैं, and they try to find India here. So I think it's very important to understand कि once you come here for education or for work, India मतलब हम बोलते हैं कि India जन्मभूमि है हमारी, लेकिन when you are working here for something that you love, something that you have studied from the bottom of your heart, कर्मभूमि तो यही हो गई. So I think it didn't matter where we lived, which states we lived, because we moved around because of my husband's work. Yeah, and I think just realizing why you're here, what you're doing, whom you're doing it for. And before we moved, we got married, so we moved साथ में घूमते रहे. So I think he was the constant, other constant.
Visa restrictions forced you to pause your career during a phase. How difficult was that phase emotionally?
It was very difficult, and I mean, it was super, super difficult. It's something that many people face. Everyone goes through different kind of mental breakdowns or mental tensions, because even if it's a visa situation, हर एक की visa situation अलग हो सकती है. So in my case, I was on a student visa, and so basically when you're on student visa and you want to apply for H1B, which is the work visa, you first need to find a job because वो employment based है. And in that OPT, in the STEM, non-STEM करके 1 या 3 साल में, if you don't land up a job, then matlab that was my case. I didn't find a job because of that was COVID, basically. So COVID में everything just piled up, और visa status change करने के लिए जो usually 4 months लगते हैं, COVID की वजह से मुझे 14 months लग गए. So that was the gap. and matlab I couldn't study, I couldn't work, so I was volunteering. So that's one thing, another constant that you had asked about. I think the community building that started in my mind back when I was a student kicked back in when I was forced to, not work due to visa situations. And I think that kept me going, volunteer work in two sense, one for the community, another I was teaching at a university जब जहाँ मैं अभी PhD कर रही हूँ, I was teaching as a volunteer. So I think yeah, that kept me sane, and of course my parents and my husband.
Cool. Now let's talk a bit about your Marathi Eye initiative. Can you tell us in brief what exactly is it?
Oh my God. So yeah, so the 14 months, the gap that I was talking about, वो तो COVID चला गया, वो 2020 चला गया. We bought a new house, we moved here, and I was pregnant then. And again, because of pregnancy, I wasn't working. I was on a leave. And then, but I still wanted to keep on that community work, right? So I met my co-founder of my Marathi initiative, Saidi Natu, online, and we were working together for a different organization. And by the time we met, we started working. I had delivered my baby, my son was 3 months old, and she was pregnant. And in her phase, in her pregnancy, and while my child was growing up, we became very good friends, and we uh, exchanged experiences because I was a few months ahead of her. She would ask me things and we would just chat. We bonded over motherhood basically. And then we were like, so she is Marathi, but she's American born. And I'm born and brought up in India, but we share the same values and same ideologies, or our wavelengths match. So you like, there should be a platform or a safe space where mothers could share anything, ask anything, right from pregnancy up to kids growing up and whatnot. Uh, so that's how we were like, chalo start to karte hai. So we started the group with 10 mutual friends, and अब हमारी WhatsApp community full हो गई है. There are 2,000 Marathi moms on the group. We have 50 pending requests that we are not able to accept because WhatsApp is cut off as 2,000. So we're building so many things. Website है, app build कर रहे हैं. कल ही एक नया इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च किया हमने, चिमुकले सूर नाम का. So we came up with music development for kids. That Saile's like, she's the pioneer on that idea. And we are doing so many things. We have a book club, we have a career club, we support each other, mental health for moms, postpartum depression. We also met with Sonali Kulkarni, Ashwini Bhave. Like, they were interested in this community. So like I said, there are many people who do community work here. There are many Indian organizations, many Maharashtrian organizations. But ours is the first that is for moms and Marathi moms. So it's the first kind of organization in the US. And a lot of people ask us कि सिर्फ मराठी क्यों. So it's not that we don't want to talk about anybody else. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It's just that we found our niche. It's more relatable, and if somebody asks something, rather than just randomly कुछ बताने से अच्छा है you mentor someone, or you share things that you know पक्का. So that's the only reason we just stuck to that niche. Because that's inbuilt, right? You don't have to research about it. You don't have to think twice before saying anything. So that's the only reason. But yeah, it's growing every day, and Sally and I are just so happy that we've found a team of more than 20 plus moms who are uh, toddler moms, juggling their own professional, personal work and yet volunteering in my end. Yeah, it's very satisfying.
Sounds amazing. Yeah. What are some challenges that Marathi moms leaving abroad face that their families back at home never notice?
I think it goes back to simple answers, house help. Like, even if you are used to doing all the work here after you have moved here, motherhood is a डिफरेंट फुल टाइम जॉब ऑल टुगेदर। तो वो करते करते ये भी करना है, इमोशनल बैलेंस भी रखना है, मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ रखनी है। एंड आई थिंक इट ऑफन गोज अननोटिस्ड कि मतलब बहुत सारी मेरी भी दोस्त है या रिलेटिव्स है, वो सोचते हैं कि यार यूएस चली गई तो लाइफ सेट है, इट्स सो इजी, इट्स फ्रीडम है बहुत। इट्स आई मीन it's not easy. If it becomes easy when you work super hard for it, like you have to work to another level on all fronts, physical, mental, professional, ye wo. And it's tough. Everything is tough. I'm not saying कि इंडिया में टफ नहीं है, उधर भी है, अलग challenges है. But for me, for example, when I first moved 2016 में, like I said, I had grown up in within 2 kilometers from my house. I've never stayed away from had never stayed away from my parents. And 25 years. And then moving here, like I said, cultural shock जो था, पहले 2 हफ्तों में मैं like I fell ill. I was on antibiotics. 2 हफ्ते गए, वो homesickness, to get over that, to accept it. Not that somebody had forced me to come to the US. I'd come out of my own. Lekin the body and the mind didn't know what was going. Uh, so yeah, that's something you cannot prep for. You have to face it, and then you understand what's happening.
Has there been a story from a member that reminded you why Marathi initiative needed to exist?
Oh yes, yes, of course. So मेरी एक दोस्त है, I wouldn't take her name. पुणे की दोस्त है. Now she's here, and she had decided first of all कि इधर वो शादी नहीं करेगी, या फिर शादी हो गई तो उसको बच्चे नहीं चाहिए, because of her personal experiences with of her childhood, and her dad had passed away, and इसकी वजह से whatever she had experienced, she was like, what I went through, I don't want my kid to go through, इसलिए मुझे बच्चे चाहिए ही नहीं. Okay. And meanwhile she moved around, उसकी शादी हो गई, and हमने माई स्टार्ट कर दिया था. सो ऑल माई फ्रेंड्स न्यू दैट ऐसा कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इनिशिएटिव स्टार्ट हुआ है, एंड दे ऑलवेज हैव अपडेट्स ऑफ मैं क्या कर रही हूँ एंड अबाउट माई. सो शी न्यू एवरीथिंग व्हाट वाज गोइंग ऑन विद माई. एंड स्टोरीज सुनते हुए, एक्सपीरियंसेस सुनते हुए, one day she calls me and she tells me that she's pregnant. And she didn't have family support. Like for me, my parents, my in-laws, traveled here during my pregnancy and after delivery to help in like all that phase. But she didn't have that kind of family support कि कोई आके उसकी मदद करता. So she had friends around, and the one thing that struck a chord for me was she told me कि जो emotional support मुझे मेरे पेरेंट्स से, मेरी फैमिली से मिला, mine was that for her. And she accepted the fact that she'd gotten pregnant. She accepted the fact that she wanted kids, and she was so relieved that Mai is there, I am there, Siley is there to support in whatever she needs. Like not physically, हर बार कोई यहाँ से वहाँ उठ के अपनी लाइफ छोड़ के जा नहीं सकता, लेकिन just the fact that someone is there, someone is going through the same things that you are, gives you emotional and mental support, especially in postpartum hormones or depression का खतरा रहता है, तो उसमें I think she found that support in Mai, and that was so fulfilling. Like when I shared that with Siley, she was like, this is why we built Mai for. Like it is a safe space, and girls look at Mai as their own and not as some random third party organization की है, lectures हो रहे हैं, paid membership है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. It's a non-profit. We're doing it as a community work, and it's a tax exempt non-profit organization in the US. So that was one fulfilling story.
Yeah, even listening to that makes me feel so satisfied. So it's
Yeah,
good.
and और हर मतलब दैट्स जस्ट वन, एंड हर रोज कोई ना कोई ऐसे कुछ बताते रहता है. लाइक वी हैव कनेक्टेड विद सो मेनी गर्ल्स वी हैव नेवर मेट. लाइक अभी भी इतनी लड़कियों से मेरी बात हुई है. लाइक they were going through something and they just wanted like a listening ear, and sometimes it's easier to share things with a stranger, right? Because वो आपकी बात सुन लेता है. They don't judge you for something, so it's easier to share things. So people just call us to talk, to ask, to just be there, like रहो phone पे. So it's
Nice.
very 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 fulfilling.
What legacy do you hope Marathi initiative leaves for the next generation?
I think this key community building and passing our values over to the next generation. And it's like I said, when you're away from something, when you're away from the origin, you kind tend to value it more. तो यहाँ के पता चलता है कि क्या मिस कर रहे हैं हम, but we've chosen to do it. So I think we grew up with our friends, our Maharashtrian friends, in school with our cousins, and I think my son doesn't have that pool of Marathi or Maharashtrian friends to go to. Like you just open the door और बाहर जाके कोई चिल्लाओ कि खेलने आ रहे हो क्या और आ गए बच्चे, ऐसे नहीं है. लेकिन through the friendships that we're building, I think we see the kids developing those kind of friendships, and I hope they carry it and they pass it on, and they don't, if they are here, if they don't go back to India or whatever, I just hope they carry it on.
Absolutely. You are already balancing a lot. So, Marathi initiative, a PhD, and a toddler. All of them are full-time jobs. How are you balancing all those together?
I don't know, अभी तो हो रहा है. I think it's so see, PhD is my choice, right? All three full-time jobs that you're talking about are my choice. It's something that I'm doing from the bottom of my heart. और जो कुछ भी कर रही हूँ उसमें पूरा, like I'm trying to give my 100%. I'm not able to every time. I'm not saying I'm perfect. कभी कभी नहीं होता है. Like I just give up. There are days when I break down. There are days when I say I'm not going to cook. और नहीं होगा मुझसे, ये नहीं करना है. But I think the fact that everything is what I have chosen to do just keeps me going. And I think it's not something that I feel it's special hai mere liye. I think everybody, every mom, I'd say every mom who's here in the US or anywhere in the world, you just do it.
Yes,
Uh,
right. So your PhD research focuses on how spaces affect human psychology. In
yes.
simple words, what does that mean and why should people care about it?
Right. So like I said, मेरा bachelor's architecture में है. Okay, architecture is obviously all buildings, all built structures. My master's was in landscape architecture. So landscape architecture is everything which is not a building. Okay, it can be built, parks, benches, ये है. लेकिन these two things coexist. मतलब सिर्फ बिल्डिंग है, आजू बाजू कुछ लैंडस्केप नहीं है, पेड़ नहीं है, तो यू वोंट फील लाइक इट. मतलब वो बहुत ड्राई लगता है. देयर इज नो इमोशन टू इट. लाइक मतलब जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन हाउस एंड होम. तो वो फीलिंग्स और जस्ट द कनेक्शन टू दैट स्पेस जो होता है, साइकोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट, इज बिकॉज built and unbuilt coexist. So my research is focuses on psychological impacts of the built environment, matlab buildings, uh, in open spaces, built and unbuilt, and how they affect our psychology कि ये space कैसे use करनी है. It's that simple. So it's why people should care about it. I think everybody cares about it. When you say यार मुझे इधर नहीं बैठना है, मुझे वो बेंच अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, ये बिल्डिंग थोड़ी शेडी लग रही है, that's because how architecture affects our psychology. So everybody thinks about it, everybody cares about it. They just don't know the terms, the terminologies. So that's where my research sits.
Very interesting. Do you think the spaces we live in influence our happiness more than we realize?
Oh yes, of course. Like just said, ki we don't realize how our houses, how our workplace influence what we think. Light matter करता है, मतलब कोई there's no fresh light coming in, so you feel dull, you feel gloomy. And that affects your psychology, that affects your happiness. So yeah, I definitely think the spaces, and there are some certain tangible aspects to it. मतलब कलर क्या है, कितनी लाइट अंदर आ रही है, and some are intangible, like how homely you feel, how vibrant do you feel in a space. So I think that's definitely.
Interesting thing to think about. Yeah. You told us that your friends call you Monica because you love hosting people. Where does that instinct come from?
I think it comes from my mom. Like मतलब back home जब भी कोई family get together होता था, हमारे ही घर पे होता था. My mom loved to host and cook for people and arrange things. And it just got built in हो गया. And then when I came here, I think I was secretly missing it. And maybe the Ganpati festival that 80 students came to our apartment triggered it, and it kept on intensity उसकी बढ़ती गई.
Right. So जब life बहुत overwhelming हो जाती है, what brings you back to yourself? Painting,
Painting,
cooking.
painting, and I would have answered this as dancing 10 years back. I am a Bharatanatyam dancer, trained Bharatanatyam dancer. पर इधर आने के बाद, and after having a baby, I haven't really gotten back to Bharatanatyam, though I wish I can. We are trying to build something through my for moms who want to get back to Bharatanatyam coming soon. But it's painting for me, you see. Yeah.
Beautiful paintings, actually. What does home mean to you today?
I think one word answer would be my son. He'll turn 4 this October, and every year has been different. Every year has been a new journey. He's taught me so much, and you don't realize how much kids understand what's going on around them. Like even if they are not able to express it verbally, they express it through body language, through compassion, through their love. मतलब like you asked me कि कभी breakdown हो जाता है तुम क्या करती हो? Sometimes when I'm not painting, my son like, and he senses कि कुछ something is wrong. He just comes and hugs me. Now that he's talking, he asks me, "Mama, are you okay?" But uh, once when he was 3 months, 3 or 4 months का था, and I was obviously postpartum hormones all over the place, and uh, I was overwhelmed with the routine, breastfeeding and blah blah blah. And I started crying one day. I was holding him, and he just looked at me, and his eyes changed at 3 months, and he held my hand. He couldn't obviously say anything, but just that वो नजर जो थी उसकी चेंज हो गई, उसको पता चल गया कि अरे, and that's something you don't experience from your own mom. That's something you don't experience from your partner, nobody else.
Right.
So that's something you don't understand पहले. अब पता चलता है जब mom used to say कि जब तुम माँ बनोगी तो पता चलेगा. That line just hits me every time he does something like that. So I think him, yeah.
I still have a lot of time to experience that. I'll remember that for now. So, if someone has recently moved abroad and is feeling lonely, what would you like to tell them?
Call me. I'll talk to you. I talk to so many people. But yeah, I think don't lose hope if you are really here to achieve what you want to. It's gonna be hard, but if work towards it. It is hard. Don't nobody if people are sugarcoating it for you कि यार पैसे अच्छे मिलते हैं और फ्रीडम होगा सब कुछ नहीं मिलता. But yeah,
Real
it's hard.
and real.
Yeah.
Yes. And lastly, if your 4-year-old watches this podcast 20 years from now, what is one message you would want him to hear from?
Well, I hope you haven't forgotten any of our traditions, any of our culture, wherever you are. And we built this, we started this for you guys. So I hope you've carried it forward.
So sweet. That is sweet. Thank you so much, Kshitija, for sharing your inspiring journey with us. We wish
Of course.
you and your Marathi Eye initiative a continued success.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me
Thank
on
you.
the podcast. And it was really nice sharing uh, the experience and things with you. Yeah.
Absolutely. I loved listening to your stories, and it
Thank
makes
you.
me feel how actually it is very important to make home away from home.
Uh, we're trying to build. Let's see
Right.
where it goes. We have so many things planned, and I think life experiences from your volunteer or community building work and your career, I think it just informs your professional and personal life. Matlab, I've learned so much from my that I apply in my PhD and vice versa. So you don't everything helps. Everything is noted in our subconscious, and I think it just adds to your experiences.
Right, right, right. But it's still so much, a lot to do all together, and you are doing it great.
Thank you. Thank you.